I don't know. I love this yarn. I don't know what I'm gonna do without it. Oh my god. My allergies are so crazy. It's like 5 in the morning. This is when I have to film. So this week I won't necessarily have a pattern. I found this yarn at Joann's. I was intrigued for 2 reasons. The first reason was that it was on clearance. And the second reason is that I had a coupon for 20% off clearance. And then the third reason actually is that it's so heavy. It's very heavy. It is a cotton blend and it's made from 100% recycled fibers. And it just intrigued me. It feels like really nice, like t-shirt material. I don't know how much is in here. It says 131 yards approximately. And I don't know why. I'm not very good with like the yardage of yarn and like knowing like,
okay, 100 yards will be enough to make insert item here.
So I don't really know what I'll be able to get out of this. I got 3 of them. I'm hoping that one of these can make like a good size pillow. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna get started. I'm pretty sure this is a 15mm hook. It's not labeled anywhere, so I'm not really sure. I'm gonna show you also that it's kind of like it's like a ribbon. So super cool. I'm excited to start using it. My vision for the throw pillows is like a big circle. I might need to sew a lining to like hold the stuffing. I'm prepared to do that, so we'll see. Yeah, I'm just gonna get started. So I've completed the magic ring that I'm going to be starting with, and it's admittedly kind of hard to see in the lighting situation that I have currently, and it's black yarn, which helps. It looks really nice. I've never used a yarn with a kind of ribbon structure to it, and I think it's really pretty. Kind of looks like a flower. I like it a lot. It's very stretchy. I would recommend using a Jimungo hook. I did start with the 15mm or whatever it is. I think it's 15. So yeah, that's what I would recommend at this point. So I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep expanding it. With these holes, at least how I'm feeling right now, probably will need to sew a lining, but that's fine. I can just use like an old t-shirt or something. Keep going. I don't know how well you can see this, but I have come across honestly the first thing that I don't love about this yarn. It's nice that it's sewn together and not tied together, but it is sewn together quite shitty. I think I'm just gonna leave it. I don't think that it's gonna like super matter. Oh shit, actually, it might super matter because I just like pulled it. Nope. Alright. Okay. Alright, well I'm gonna cut this off and I am just gonna tie it in a knot. Okay, so I've made one kind of large circle. I did it how I make all of my circles, where I start with 8 single crochet in a magic ring, and then every round past that I increase 8 times. So every row gains 8 stitches. And every now and then I added a row of just single crochets with no increases so that it would kind of be a little round. It's mostly flat though. I think that after round 5 or 6, I added a couple single crochet rounds. Then my last round was just single crochet with no increases. Do what you want. If you want it to be rounder, like more of a kind of sphere shape, add rows of single crochets without increases in between every round with increases. Just use more single crochet rounds. So I did that twice. I did the exact same thing both times, and now I'm going to single crochet them together, leaving about 6 inches of clearance open at the top so that I can fill it and stuff it. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so I've sewn I chose to single crochet the 2 pieces together, and I have this little opening at the top. I found some scrap fleece that I think I'm going to try to just
shove in there.
Hopefully that works and it doesn't end up too lumpy and dumpy looking. We know lumpy and dumpy here. If it does end up looking dumb though, I am fully prepared to just use this fleece and sew a lining, which won't take too much extra time. I just don't want to have to do it. So let's see. That doesn't look that bad. Would it look better if I sewed a lining? Probably. Am I going to? No, I'm not going to, because this is perfectly acceptable for me. I think this will look cute on a couch. It's heavy. It feels kind of fancy. Yeah, I think if you had like old t-shirts or rags or things that you like don't really want to throw away, you don't want to give them away because they're like kind of shitty, I think this is a great project to make. And you can just stuff it with t-shirts or rags or scrap fabric or, you know, whatever, as long as it's not too small or it'll poke out through the holes. I kind of lucked out because this fleece is black, so it's not very noticeable, but there are definitely, like, you can see my hand through the holes. There are definitely pretty big holes in this, so. But yeah, I love it. I'm gonna finish sealing it up and we'll wrap up the video. Let's talk about the yarn. I had this much left of the skein after finishing this pillow, and it's a pretty decent sized pillow, so I'm pretty impressed by that. Again, this is pretty lumpy, but I still like it. It's very heavy. I like the texture of it. It feels kind of fancy. It feels like I spent like $40 on this pillow, even though it's a bit lumpy. I just filled it with fabric that I had on hand. I didn't want to buy anything or sew anything or put anything together to finish this, so it was really quick. I probably finished this in like an hour, so that's really nice, and I could probably do another one even faster now that I know what I'm doing. I just totally, you know, made it up as I went along, because this isn't a very complicated, you know, little project.
I say you know a lot, okay? Get over it.
I edited out so many times. The yarn, as you saw, I did have some difficulty with with the way it was like tied or sewn together in spots. I would usually just cut the little knot or the little sewn sections out and tie it myself so that I know that it's more secure. Also, sometimes when the pieces were sewn together, like it was a surprise what color it would be sewn together with. Like right here, you can see it's sewn together with white thread. Sometimes the thread was blue, sometimes it was black, sometimes it was gray, and sometimes it was white. So that was a little interesting. But you know, overall, I really liked this yarn. I love that it's made of recycled fibers. It was on sale for $5 a skein, but the original price was $10. So even paying full price, I think that's a great value. Hooked Spaghetti is the yarn. I'll try to find it and link it in the description. I have 2 skeins left, and I think I want to make another pillow, and then I think I want to make like a bath mat or something, or like a welcome mat maybe. I don't know. I love this yarn. I don't know what I'm gonna do without it. Do you like my pillow? Do you care that it's lumpy? If you came over, would you snuggle the pillow? Let me know in the comments below. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me out. I will be back soon, probably with another pattern. I've just had to kind of slow my roll on the patterns lately because, like I said, I've been super busy and kind of overwhelmed with like moving stuff. We're buying a house. But yeah, once that's all figured out and settled, I will have more patterns for you. You can check out my website, you can check out my Etsy, my Instagram, everything will be linked below. Anyway, I think that's it. Later! Tie it yeah. Anyway, and